Hi. Hello, it's Jesse Green, the 619 Nerd. This is my 25 favorite movies of all time with honorable mentions. And we're gonna start with the honorable mention. It's a classic Frank Capra movie, Lady for a Day from 1933, starring May Robsrn as Apple Annie. She was 75. She didn't do many movies, but she was always memorable. She's mostly known for the stage. Um, Warren Williams, who's played Dave the Dude. You got Guy Kibble. I hope I'm saying that right. He plays Judge Henry Blake. Okay, this is the story of Apple Annie, Apple Peddler, and she Dave the Dude he's lucky only when he can find her and get an apple from her. So but one day she finds out her daughter she sent off to a convent or to school years ago. Nobody knew she had a child. But she met a count's son. So she's coming back, but she's a peddler and she doesn't want anybody knows. So Dave the Dude decides to set her up in an apartment, dress her in fine clothes, have Judge Henry Blake be her husband, so they can fool the Count and his son, so they can get married and live happily ever after. It's a bittersweet movie. It's set in the Depression, so you had all these panhandlers, you had like gangsters. So the so not to find out anybody to find out anything, they would kidnap reporters. um, so the police commissioner would yell at the detectives. The mayor will start yelling at the police commissioner, and the governor would start getting on everybody's case. Um, and yeah, and at the end there's supposed to be a big party, and then so the gangsters were being like heads of state, but the police interfere. And then at the end, Dave the Dude not only got the governor, the mayor, got the governor to come and shocked everybody. This one was nominated for like 6 awards. Um, but ever the funny man, Will Rogers, was presenting the award for Best Picture or Best Director, one of the two. I forget. But he said, "Come on up, Frank." So Frank stands up. He goes walking towards it, but another Frank, and I forget who it was, picked up the Oscar. So Frank Capra had to walk back. But he did win the next year. I think this one he should have won, but it happened one night. But they also remade it in 1961 with Betty Davis and Glenn Ford, and I believe Peter Falk was also in it. It's not as good because it was more about Dave the Dude and not Apple Annie. That's what I just remember, and that's pretty much it. Check it out. It's on all the time on TCM. And ironically enough, my last My Man Godfrey was just shown the other night, so I'm gonna watch that again. Alright, so the next one is a classic western from 1993, Tombstone, with Kurt Russell as Wyatt Earp, Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday. He stole the show. Sam Elliott as Virgil. Bill Paxton as Morgan. You have a whole suite of others. Stephen Lang as I. Clanton. You got Powers Booth. You got Michael Biehn as Ringo Starr. Dana Delaney as eventually will be Kurt Russell's wife. You have Robert Mitchum as the narrator. You have Charlton Heston as a rancher. So really, it was really the holiday movie. It's action packed. You got great characters. You know, they kind of stepped around that White Herb was a pimp who owned a gambling den. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, or you haven't seen it in a while, you should check it out. Yeah. Yeah, you have, the guy from Wings, Hayden Christian Church. Guy from Wings really doing a great job here. And then, like, maybe, was it, like, the year afterwards, or year before? I don't remember. They had the White Herb, which was, like, a 4-hour epic, and it didn't do as well, with the, I can see his face. Dances with Wolves. I'll probably come to me like 5 minutes after I stop this. Yeah, it had Dennis Quaid in it, as I remember. Kevin Costner. There you go. Mine has to work. Yeah. But yeah, I've seen that one too, and I think Gene Hackman was also in it. I saw that one too. Didn't like it as much as this. This one's action-packed with pretty much a whole slew of stars. Even Jason Priestley from 90210 was in this. Probably one of my first I ever saw. No, I probably saw him in other stuff, but Billy Zane before Titanic and Phantom. Really good. Like I said, check these out when you have time. If you haven't seen it in a while, rent it on Netflix or wherever you find it. I don't actually know if it's on Netflix, but it would be cool if it was. This is Jesse Green, the 619 Nerd.